Okay.
I'm Bambi.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Okay.
And today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst action scenes in major blockbusters.
I got a telegram for Dr. Lovelace from his mother, Irene. She told him, come on home, stop all this foolishness.
For this list, we'll be
Remember, Will Smith could have done The Matrix, but he did Wild Wild West instead.
effective and or all-around bad action from big movies. Did we forget a sequence that's especially lackluster? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Scorpion King, The Mummy Returns.
When his task was done, Anubis forced the Scorpion King to serve them for
Poor Dwayne.
all time.
At the climax of the sequel, the main heroes converge for a jumbled fight. The sequence could be attacked for its staging, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Dwayne Johnson's appearance as the Scorpion King, looking like something from an outdated video game, throws a wrench in the entire sequence for his look alone.
Yeah, this is, iconically bad. I remember at the time people were like, because we didn't know The Rock would be a huge star yet. I remember at the time people were like, he's not going to make it in Hollywood. They don't, pro wrestlers just can't make it. It's rough.
Characters try to attack the villain, but Johnson's unconvincing appearance makes it especially hard to believe that the actors are really hitting something. Imhotep then throws a spear in a slow motion shot that's overly dramatic and somewhat silly. All in all, this might be one of the worst character reveals ever. Number 9.
That movie's bad, huh? The first Mummy was good. Man, that second one must be bad. I haven't seen them in so long.
Helicopter Fight, Cliffhanger.
Oh, I never saw this movie.
Throw it up or I'll kill her.
This is Sly, right? Yeah.
In the end to an outrageous plot about mountain climbing, Sylvester Stallone finds himself grappling with a helicopter. Dangling unrealistically from a rope ladder attached to the helicopter as it crashes, he soon finds himself battling villain John Lithgow
I was gonna say, I didn't know John Lithgow was the bad guy in this.
on a helicopter, which by all rights should be plunging to its doom.
Cliffhanger.
And the fight scene just gets more ridiculous with each passing second. Defying the laws of physics, the fighters tumble
What the
around
fuck?
on the helicopter in a laughable showdown. Finally, Stallone kicks his opponent down with the wreckage in a sequence that needs to be seen to be believed.
Keep your arms and legs in the vehicle. At all.
Number 8. CGI
They won't even show it to you. That's how... They didn't even show it to you. Oh no, not
showdown
CGI
with
Electro.
Electro, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Not Jamie Foxx and Blueface.
I can see it. I believe you.
This battle between
No.
villain Electro and Spider-Man takes place in Times Square, but deficiencies in both direction and CGI make it less than electrifying.
What the
best
fuck am I
part of
watching?
the scene is when there isn't any action at all. Once the
What
bad
the
guy
hell?
starts shocking the world around him, the computer effects and editing throw everything out of whack.
What the fuck am I watching right now? I've never seen this movie. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is fucking dog shit.
Some of the key moments rely on visuals that look too artificial for their own good. It
What is
could have been
happening?
cool to
Is this a video game? This was a movie?
see Spider-Man jumping around in real life, but the actual choreography is overshadowed by the technical choices. Jamie Foxx's distracting costume and the ending destruction further adds to an unsatisfying sequence overall.
Alright, that's enough.
Number 7.
I get it. It's supposed to be a joke. But, like, it doesn't really land because what I was just watching was so bad.
Mr. Hyde vs. Dante, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Was this movie good?
During the extended climax of this comic adaptation, the evil Dante drinks Mr. Hyde's potion to create his own muscly exterior. The result is a CGI mishap that looks too cartoonish to interact with any live-action
What the
hero,
fuck?
bulked up beyond recognition.
What
The
in
monster
the
challenges
fuck?
Hyde to a brawl that's not all that compelling.
Wow, that's pretty awful. Obviously, I'd never seen this either. Just pause. Look at that face. And just think of all the money that was made to create that. That could have gone to literally anything else.
Captain Nemo even appears to flail his sword around in a moment that falls flat. Both heroes eventually run away as the facility explodes, seeking shelter as their antagonist is crushed to death. The movie doesn't even give them a chance to finish him off themselves.
Rocks fall, bad guy dies. I'm gonna end a campaign that way one day. Just be like, I'm gonna put a bad guy in front of my D&D party that's just too strong for them. Just fucks them all up. And then I'm gonna be like, rocks fall, he dies. And then they'll be like, that was like the worst game you ever ran. I'll be like, well, it's as good as the 2003 hit film, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Checkmate.
Number 6. Bambi and Thumper. Diamonds Are Forever.
Is there something we can do for you?
I can think of several things.
In the first James Bond film of the 1970s, Sean Connery stars in one of the wackiest entries in the series. Diamonds Are Forever has the secret agent sparring with two female bodyguards named Bambi and Thumper. Having walked into a different movie, Connery has his work cut out for him as he tries to put up a fight. The absurd sequence lets the women show off their acrobatic skills as 007 ends up being thrown into a pool. If the lead actor appears confused, so are the audience members who are struggling to comprehend the trajectory of this spy franchise. This scene proves to be a particular low point for excitement and legitimate action in Bond.
Hello, Felix.
Well, you know it. Willard White is about to be executed, and guess who's giving breaststroke lessons?
Number 5. Jungle
Get it? Because breaststroke.
Chase. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Is that Shia LaBeouf that just got... Oh, well, I mean, I don't care.
People didn't exactly love this entry in the
Didn't they kill him because that's how disliked he was?
Indiana Jones series. And this action scene is one of the many reasons why. A jungle chase ends up with Shia LaBeouf's mutt in the trees with some monkeys. With a nod to Tarzan, the archaeologist's son swings on vines in order to catch up with his parents.
Wait. What? What do you mean? The monkeys teach Shia LaBeouf how to swing on vines?
It's a distracting moment that feels like it's from another kind of movie. If that isn't enough, he finally catches up with the cars along with the creatures. The latter help to attack the Russians as if they're programmed to do so. Everything happens in a flurry of activity that's funny for all the wrong reasons.
Whoa.
Wow! Number 4.
I never saw Crystal Skull. I just heard that it was bad. But now I've seen.
Deadpool battles Wolverine. X-Men Origins.
Oh, this is when he has his
Hey,
mouth
let's get
taped
these kids
up?
out of here. Find
The
another
mark
way
with
out.
the mouth. With
For those
no
that
mouth.
remember X-Men Origins Wolverine, the film
Yep.
represents one of the worst representations of Deadpool. The movie turns the character into an experiment called Weapon X1. Wolverine ends up fighting the bizarre hybrid villain, the latter of which can teleport and even shoot laser beams out of his eyes.
Let's see you dance up here.
The fight itself isn't
Why could he teleport?
anything to write home about either. Mixing a fake background with nonsensical choreography, the sequence feels like a mess of ideas. Victor Creed also shows up to help out the adamantium hero until the antagonist can be finished off. The entire scene comes crashing down as a head goes flying off, bringing this chaotic and hard to follow battle to a close.
This movie was bad. That scene was bad. Are we sure she's the bad guy? Are we sure she's just gonna go like she needs some help or something?
Not only does the action feel rudimentary, this
Nice. Why is she moving like that? People don't move like that. Is she?
It will be.
hardly a moment that you can see from a mile away. Without much suspense or stakes of any kind, this movie's big scene lands with a thud.
This is one of the few movies that I actually just turned off. Like, I started watching it, and I just had to turn it off partway through. This and, the one where Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. Those are the two movies that I just stopped watching. So, DC.
Number 2, Fighting on the Tarantula, Wild Wild West.
We may not have a woodshed on board, but that boy is gonna get a whooping anyway.
Will Smith's character is
That guy's probably racist, huh?
pushed to his limits in the finale of this justifiably maligned adaptation. Finding himself on a mechanized tarantula, he fights henchmen who are among the most ineffective goons imaginable. They each come with corny one-liners and inexplicable abilities that will have viewers scratching their heads. After one of them comes out as a full-blown martial artist, this scene officially jumps the mechanical shark. Smith doesn't seem to have much of a problem dealing with any of them either, including the final one with the metal head. The last villain could be a substantial threat, but they just have him electrocute himself instead. Wild Wild West doesn't do itself any favors in this chaotic set piece.
Sorry.
Before we continue,
I don't know. That was I'm speechless. That's just. I knew Wild West was bad. Again, I hadn't seen it. I heard it was bad, but to actually watch, like 4 henchmen just showed up. Why do they come out one at a time? Anyways, this is Batman and Robin, huh? The ice skating sequence, because I own this movie on VHS. Now, this is a movie I've seen. I've seen this because I own this. Look, Joel Schumacher, he was just trying to make a kid-friendly Batman movie, okay? And boy, did he... Fuck yeah!
did you enjoy this video?
No, it was bad. I did not enjoy it. I mean, it was correct. These are the worst fucking action scenes in major blockbusters. But I did not enjoy it. It fucking sucked. God, they sucked. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to watch The Raid just to get that out of my system.